Okay, here it is. The other review I did the other day that I couldn't find, it was Side Effects. Okay, Steven Soderbergh's, possibly his last film. That news has been spreading around, all over this last week. If it is, it's a good film for him to end on, and I know I'm going to get hate mail for this. To date, it's the only Soderbergh movie I've ever seen. I haven't seen any of the Ocean 11 movies. I've never seen any of I haven't seen Traffic. I haven't seen Sex, Lies, and Videotape, anything like that. This was completely fresh to me. I haven't seen Magic Mike or Haywire, but Side Effects totally impressed me. Soderbergh, of course, I know he's the classical hand in Hollywood, or one of, anyways. But yeah, this film was great. I love this movie. It's kind of twisted, though. A little twisted, a little dark, but it's still making a little bit of money here and there, which is good. Which means audiences didn't totally reject it, because its trailer was a little freaky, too. That kind of amplified a little bit. It's not quite as freaky as it appears in the trailer. Okay, so the basic story, and this has got to be a spoiler-free review here, because if you haven't seen this movie yet, seek it out. I know this Valentine's Day weekend, there's going to be a lot of other big movies out there. Find Side Effects. Find it and watch it. Please do. Trust me, you'll not regret it. So basically, the story revolves around Channing Tatum's character. He plays a character named Martin, who gets out of prison for some insider trading, and that's all you need to know about him. And he recuperates with his wife, played by Rooney Mara. Her character name is Emily, and she kind of has a lot of trouble readjusting to this new life with her husband back in play now. And so she does something. I'm not going to reveal what it is, because it actually has relevance to the plot later on. And it causes doctors to sit up and take notice of her, because they fear that she's she's in trouble, and Channing Tatum does as well. So he goes to her he finds her a doctor gets given to her. Dr. Banks is his name. I can't remember I don't think it's Jonathan Banks, but that name sounds familiar anyways. But played by Jude Law. And he speaks to her former doctor, Dr. Siebert, I think, played by Catherine Zeta-Jones, and she prescribes a drug called Ablixa. She recommends it, rather, and Rooney Mara's character starts taking it. At first, everything seems fine. She improves on her average every day. She's improved. As she mentions, their sexual activity picks up, her attitude picks up, because she kind of suffers from depression, and then later on she starts to have some side effects, and I won't say anything else after that, because truly, see this movie. This is a movie you've got to see. Twists and turns, Hitchcockian like a lot of them are, and then the whole pace of the film is kind of set up in different increments, which helps the story, actually. Unlike in, say, Die Hard, Good Day to Die Hard, which I just saw tonight. No, just not even close. Soderbergh and his writer, Scott Burns, I think is his name, they really, really got this down, this story. It's really, really good story. And it's powerfully acted. I'm not kidding you. If this had come out in, say, December or later November, this would have been a big Oscar contender. I mean, Soderbergh could have been up for director. It could have been up for picture, maybe. Jude Law for best actor potential. Rooney Mara for best actress, a definite. Catherine Zeta-Jones for supporting actress, maybe, and Tatum possibly for supporting actor. All four actors give a performance that's totally on the level to their characters and to the movie itself, because they all deliver their lines just right on cue. That none of their performances feel awkward, and none of them really stick out. This is a fantastic film. This is a great film. You're probably going to hear me say that more than once here as we continue this. But boy, this was original. I'll give him that. It's as far as originality goes, this was an original film. I liked a lot of the stuff that happened in it. I liked the Hitchcockian twists and turns. I liked a lot of the acting. I loved the direction. I loved a lot of the key moments in the film revolving around Rooney Mara's character. I thought her performance, of the four of them, is probably one of the best, with Jude Law being a close second. But yeah, those two, boy, they did a great job. And Rooney Mara, of course, this is a string of good performances now after The Social Network, and then, of course, her Oscar-nominated role in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and now in 2012 she didn't do anything. 2013 she has right away Side Effects. These three films string three fantastic performances, supporting, leading, that could have been up for Oscar noms. Seriously, in 2010, Rooney Mara, if her character, even though her character is very small and doesn't have a whole lot to do in the plot of the film, she just blew us away. In the opening scene, she and Jesse Eisenberg have a 5-minute scene in the opening. Literally, when I first saw that movie, my mouth was just, my jaw hit the floor because I was so into this movie. I was so into that movie right away. I was so taken aback by it. And then in Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, that one's a little bit of a tougher watch. Definitely with her character, because her character is so dark and gets so many bad things happen to her, especially in the first hour or hour 15 or whatever. And she is a twisted, dark character who does at times some very bad things, but then she does something that kind of justifies what happened to her. Of course, you know what I'm talking about if you've seen the movie. But yeah, there's some really good stuff in that film as well. Another David Fincher. Of the three, this is probably my second favorite over Girl with Dragon Tattoo. I'd give that and this film a 9 out of 10, but Social Network, 10 out of 10. Totally fantastic. But yes, I loved this movie from beginning to end. I was into the story, and that's the other thing I have to warn you of. If you see this movie, don't take it as a casual viewing experience. Actually, sit down and watch it. Just from beginning to end, watch it, pay attention, and you will be rewarded for it. It's truly masterwork from a master filmmaker. It's like Spielberg at his best. It's like Kubrick at his best. It's like John Ford at his best. I don't know. I'm just naming off directors now. But yeah, Soderbergh, if this is his last film, he went out with a bang. He went out with a film that I'm going to watch again. Maybe not in theaters, but definitely when it comes out on DVD, I'm going to pick it up as soon as I can. And I'm going to totally recommend it to a lot of my friends. I have this week, and a lot of them say, wow, that sounds interesting. And they have seen the trailer, a lot of them, and they say, yes, I would enjoy to see that film. But then again, they say the same for Die Hard, so yeah. You never truly know. Okay, this is a really quick review. But yes, this is a film that I saw it on this last Saturday. Today's Thursday, Valentine's Day. It's actually almost over. It actually is over if I'm in a central, or if I'm in a certain time zone. But yes, certainly there is a quality of the film, a few images of the film that have stuck with me through this past week. And yeah, it's not a film you'll get out of your head right away. If you watch this movie and then you watch maybe another movie a couple days later or something, or a few days later, you're going to be reminded of it in between that, definitely. Especially for poor me, I saw that film. Literally, this is how it went. On that Saturday, I was busy. I was there actually to see Silver Linings Playbook, but I got the time wrong, and evidently it was 2 hours later than what I thought it was. And I said, okay, well, what starts at... It started at 3 or whatever, so I said, okay, what starts at 1? Because that's the time I got there. I got there a little before 1. I said, oh, Side Effects. I said, I saw the trailer for that. That looks okay. It's got a few actors in it that I like. And I'd seen the trailer maybe once or twice. I'd heard the reviews were good, and that was about it. That was all I knew going into it, and I had a fantastic time. But at the same time, it did have effect on me. Now I look at prescription pills, I read the side effects. That's how effective the film was. But it could be different things to different people. And then, of course, and then I got out of that film, and literally in 5 minutes, Silver Linings Playbook started. So I was like, crap! Run, get a new ticket, go to that movie, sit down, and the previews were starting that film. I was just like, oh. But then, yeah, both films I really, really enjoyed. I would give this probably... Last time I gave it a 9 out of 10. But I think because of the performances, just thinking back on it, I gotta give it a 10 out of 10 this time. Yes, if 2013 keeps up like Die Hard, this is going to be a Best Picture of the year. Now, of course, this is very, very hard to say, and you're probably going to hear me go back on this later, but 2013, February, 12 months from now, we're going to get the Oscars again. That gives us, actually, about 9 months more of film that could potentially be worth Oscar quality. And this one already has me thinking, what is this going to be nominated for? I hope for screenplay, I hope for director, for actress, and for actor. I'm hoping those. Now, of course, the last film to do that, and picture as well, the last film to do that came out in February was Silence of the Lambs, to win all those. Will it happen again? 2013, we've got a long way to go. We could see potentially some superhero films step up. We could see Ben Kingsley possibly be nominated for Best Supporting Actor for Iron Man 3. Same with Kevin Costner in Man of Steel. This is small stuff. This will probably change by December of next year, or this year, when when actual Oscar talks commence. But yes, Side Effects, I am going to keep it at the top of my list this year for 2013 as far as what's good, that we'll be thinking of a few months down the road for Oscars. Side Effects is the first film that's going to come to mind every time. And then again, I've only seen 2 films that have come out this year so far, so easily this one will take the cake. So yes, I'll sign off. Hopefully, go watch Side Effects and watch my reviews, of course. And I have a lot of videos coming up, actually. There's the potential, really quick, before Oscar night, that Django Unchained could be coming to my local theater. And if it is, I'm going to go see it. I'll go 7 for 9, and that'll be the end of the Oscar race. When I see Argo again on DVD, I'll do a review of that. The same with Beasts of the Southern Wild. I'll try to get that. Possibly. That's kind of... I'll have to get it on DVD on Redbox or something. And if I see that, and Django, 8 out of 9, which is fantastic, which is literally every film except Amour, which I feel bad for because I'm interested in seeing that film, very much so. It's right now the lead frontrunner for Best Foreign Language Film, or Best Foreign Film, whatever the official plaque reads or whatever. And yes, I do, just reading the story from that and the plot synopsis and stuff and seeing the trailer, that's totally a film that I would love to see as well. And I checked and I couldn't find it when I was looking. When I saw Silver Linings, I actually spent a few bucks and went elsewhere to go see it. Actually went to an AMC theater a little ways away, so I had to travel a little bit to get there. But I told myself, if I have to see one more Best Picture nom to get 2/3 of the films, which one's it gonna be? And I said it's got to be the one that's got a picture, director, and one of the acting nominations. I picked the one that had 4 acting nominations: director and picture, and also screenplay, and also editing. So yeah, I think I've made my great choices. Seeing those films, Side Effects and Silver Linings were both great films. And I encourage you to go see them, and don't see Die Hard. Please don't, unless you absolutely need to. And for further instructions, see my Die Hard review. And they'll all be up at the same time about it.